there's this really nice poem that says, what is this life full of care? We have no time to stand and stare, no time to stand beneath the boughs and stare as long as sheep and cows. And it goes on very endlessly in that manner. But it's so true. There's something about time where you can just be, where you have time for your thoughts, where you have time to actually spend time with your friends and bond in various different ways with your family. For example, we grew up in an environment where when you came back from school, all you did was just loll around with your family and listen to other family stories, and some uncle regaling you with something from the past, and everyone sharing their lives together, and everyone having these dinners together, and everyone having this constant communication which was personal, and it was a very special era. Now things are a little different. Things are so pressed for time. When you're not, she comes back from school and is straight away onto the internet and social media and WhatsApp and PlayStations, and it's also tech filled. I just feel that sense of just doing nothing and getting to know each other through vibrations, that's completely gone. Exactly. So she'll be like, what? Vibrations. Because sometimes you get a sense of people. Here, it's all about what what they're saying, how you're responding, how you're reacting. So saying this, so saying that. I said this person this. It's all like a grid right now. Whereas before, you got to really suss people out, sit down, talk to them, feel them. It was very different. You got to know your family, not just know them like, hi auntie, how are you, hi uncle, and have some nice family chatter and then go your separate ways. And everyone, even at family dues, is sitting busy on their mobile phones and getting on with the rest of the world, while they should actually be there in that room with the family. It works for this current generation, I guess. That's the way they brought up. That's all they'll ever know. But having
your generation brought our generation up. What are you talking about? That's the way they've been brought up.
Brought up as in that's been made available to you and your generation. That's your upbringing, so to speak, which we wouldn't deprive you of, because that's your zone, that's your era, that's that time. But having come from another era, having come from a zone which was very different, and now seeing this, I'm able to have straddled this and be able to straddle that. And I can definitely say that era certainly had a charm and value and appeal of its own. I understand why people want to hold on to those kind of what we call, in a sense they call them value systems, but it's a sense of, it has a lot of depth, it has a lot of meaning, a lot of personal fulfillment. I think a lot of today's generation also is going to this whole, it's also fast, it's also intense, and they get burnt out so quick. And you have Deepika Padukone talking about depression, and you have so many people out there that are going into these zones where they're just burnt out and so soon and so quickly, and there's so much of pressure because so much is being demanded of you all the time. And it's really so sad, because life is meant to be lived, and right now all we're doing is networking to maximize that experience, which is great in its own way because it has its own value and has its own relevance in today's day and age. But what happened to just being human beings without technology? Whatever happened to the human part of us, which isn't becoming robotic in so many ways, which isn't just reaching out and communicating through electronic mediums, but through human interpersonal spaces. I love that. I still make it an integral part of my life. I'm just sorry that the coming generation and obviously the next generation after them are going to go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into that tech electronic communication zone and lose a sense of humanness. We are not robots, we're not machines, we're not computers. And when we try to program ourselves to think like it, be like it, and work on those platforms continuously, we deny ourselves a sense of who we are. Maybe that's why people do go into those spaces where you cut off from who you are, and therefore you get depressed because you don't know you anymore, you don't know life anymore, you don't know where you're coming from anymore. It's a huge disconnect, because that's not what I feel humans actually are. It's a wonderful medium to use, but not become.
What do you want to say that you said like some 15,000 words? I don't even remember 5. I honestly don't even remember 5. She just went on this whole monologue on her own right now. She wants to start a one-woman play or something. What are you trying to do here? I zoned out halfway, then I came back because she's still talking. I zoned out again, I came back. Oh, she's still talking. Why did you again? Why? Zoned out 30-40 times in the middle.
Okay, so why did you zone out and not listen to something heartfelt that I was saying?
You say the same thing again in like 15,000 different ways. I genuinely don't know what to say because I zoned out through like 90% of it.
Well, I wish you hadn't zoned out. I wish you had listened because, the fact is...
I had lost the humanness. Every time I zoned back in, all I had was humanness. Like every single time.
There's too much demanded of us from a tech zone, and we are not robots, we're not machines.
You only supply as much as you want to supply, mother.
No, Tally, sometimes things are just demanded of us. We fit into a certain pattern, not
Yeah,
realizing the
fit
patterns
in.
don't serve us.
Nobody's in something because it doesn't serve them. It serves everyone, that's why.
No, it serves them for that time. That's what I'm saying. We're meant to use technology, not become technology.
Become technology. What
You do, because if everything in your life becomes robotic, you yourself start thinking in that manner, start behaving in that manner, people lose the ability to communicate as people.
I hate calling people. I cannot stand calling people because it always goes into some meaningless conversation about everything. On WhatsApp, it's so simple. You say, dude, what time are you coming? XYZ time? Okay, done. On the phone, like, oh, and what are you wearing? And what are you this? And what are you that? And what are you... No, I'll meet you and I'll talk to you about it. I'll meet you and I'll talk to you about it. How is that human? You're not
It's just people like to chat. It's called conversation.
Oh my god, just because you're always talking and break into a 40-minute monologue anytime you want doesn't mean everyone wants to do that. Calm down.
Robots talk in sentences.
You are
Robots talk in sentences.
You are the kind.
So you
One second, mama.
Okay,
you are the kind of person that calls people up and they're like, oh god, when will she shut up? When can I hang up? When can I hang up? And when they go to say, yeah, okay, so I'll, and then you go, oh yeah, and then did I tell you? They're like, oh god, 40 more minutes. That's probably the person you are to everyone. It's just like, you start calling and I start every time you like, oh god, she's calling now.
Aalia,
she's
a lot of my friends.
No.
Aalia, firstly that's really rude and
If
really.
you're gonna be rude and call me
one second.
robotic and everything, I'm gonna be right
I'm
back.
just saying,
I'm
robotic
sorry.
is not rude, but the way you go on sort of portraying me is really, I think, irreverent, disrespectful, and
Okay,
completely
so I'm
wrong,
not
because the
doing
fact is,
something
my
about it.
friends call me up to talk to me about their problems. They come to discuss their life, or for example, they not just in terms of problems and their life, but
Why
they could
wouldn't
have
you
seen
meet
something
them?
beautiful.
Where is the humanness in talking over the phone? Why won't you meet them?
Because
where
maybe
is
they're
the
in a different
humanness?
city.
Guys, where
Maybe
is the
they're in a
humanness?
different city. If they're in a different
You
city, I
fly
can't fly
down
out.
because humanness.
I do fly down and meet them.
Humanness.
I do.
So why are you talking on the
but
phone?
on a daily basis,
There
I can't
is
be
no
in 10
humanness
different.
in talking on the phone.
But in one day, I can't be in 10 different cities at the same
Humans.
time,
What if
right,
you send a voice
Aalia?
note over WhatsApp then? Is that still humanness?
That's nice, sir. That's nice, sir, because at least
Who
you
is
get to
to judge what's
speak
nice?
and express yourself
Who
and
is
be
to judge what's
eloquent.
nice? In your opinion,
You
that's
know?
nice. In my opinion, this is nice.
I know, I understand that,
Just
but
respect everyone's opinion.
I
Why
am
is that so
respecting the
hard?
fact that this is a different
God.
age. I'm just saying it's sad that this generation has become so robotic, whereas our generation was so much more eloquent and filled with compassion and time for everybody. Now it's about who has the time to listen to people, who has the time to do all of that. We had time to spend on people, to invest into relationships, and it wasn't just about WhatsApp me 2 sentences, I'll WhatsApp you 2 sentences. It was so much more wholesome.
Can I set a timer so I can like go to sleep or something and then wake up when you're done?
Aalia, when will you turn 20?
She just
said
wants
that.
attention
I
from
just
that.
said
Oh,
that.
give
I
me
just
attention,
said that.
give me love, tell me,
And
love
then-
me.
and then-
I need
and then-
attention, I need attention,
and then-
give me attention, give me
It's
attention.
not
Where-
attention,
you know-
validation
you
from my
know-
point of view, and then he looks at me and says, Mama, you and Aalia, go sort it out.